Good morning from Borden Community Park in Borden, Indiana. I am going to be riding the Monon South Trail from Borden, actually Deam Lake behind me, to New Pekin, Indiana, and just checking out this new section of trail. It says it's about 10.1 miles from Deam Lake Road to New Pekin, and I'm going to have to backtrack a bit. There is no trailhead parking on Deam Lake Road, so I am at the Borden Community Park. There's plenty of parking, a couple latrines in the far parking lot, but we are going to, I say we, it's going to be my wife and I riding the trails and checking it out. Heading out of the park, I think I head to the stop sign and then hang a right, and the trail is where the wood line is, going left and right of the screen. So this is my first time here, and I don't know any better way to get on, but I do see a connector here. It's like a driveway that crosses the old rail line. It's just across the field. I'm parked over there. And up ahead here, looks like you can ride right onto the trail. It's paved here, and then I see it's crushed limestone up here. All right, on the trail. And even though this is crushed limestone, this is a great surface to ride on. I think even for skinny tires, this would be just fine. It's well packed. Nice riding. Not slowing you down at all. Again, heading towards Deam Lake right now, Deam Lake Road. We're going to hit Deam Lake Road where the trail ends at the current moment, and turn around, head back towards New Pekin. Coming up on Deam Lake Road where that white car just went past. So this is the end of the trail. This is Deam Lake Road right here. Highway 60 is just down that way. That way will eventually take you all the way to New Albany. And Deam Lake State Park is right up here where the water tower is on top of the hill. And Deam Lake is there. You can paddle there. You can swim. There's a nice swimming beach. There's a campground. Mountain bike trails. Also, this is the south end terminus of the Knobstone Trail, which is a incredible hiking trail. There's also dozens and dozens and dozens of miles of horse trails back up that way. Lots to do in this area. But yeah, from here we will head back this way to the back to the community park and beyond, and then we'll head up towards Borden, go through Borden, head up to New Pekin, and just keep checking out the trail. Well, the clouds are breaking up, and as usual on rail trails, not a ton of shade, so temps are going up. They're not unbearable yet, but if you plan on coming out here and riding, just bring your sunscreen, sun shirts, whatever, because there are a lot of open areas. After a quick pit stop to apply some sunscreen, since the sun's coming out, we're gonna head over towards Borden, up towards New Pekin. Left the park, and that's Hayes Road there, and we can rejoin the trail off Hayes Road. Heading into Borden. Old Borden Tavern. William W. Borden's mother kept the tavern 1824 to 1851 as a memorial to his parents. The old tavern, which was built in 1819, was incorporated into the building of the Borden Museum. Borden Museum, erected by William W. Borden in 1900, here for some years was housed one of the rarest and most valuable collections in the state. Building now used by the Borden High School. Ooh.
Look at that.
Borden Institute, 1884. Yeah, this is a nice little ride right through downtown Borden. You know, Borden's not huge, but it's a cute little town. And you get to the edge of town, and we're going to go back to crushed limestone, right on the other side of this creek. But again, the limestone surface is pretty nice. At least the sections we're on, it's not soft or, you know, pulling your handlebars left or right. It's hard enough packed where you can ride along without sucking too much energy out of you. I really like this. Left the old train infrastructure. They have a little seating area. It's pretty neat. So this is New Pekin. So somewhere up here, trail ends. Eventually it'll keep going towards Bedford, Indiana. It does look like there's a trailhead here. or there's going to be. Looks like a bathroom or something. Huh. Okay, that's pretty nice. Morning.
How you doing?
Oh, it's the New Pekin Town Hall. You'll be able to park there and ride from here. Old train signals. Mill Street and Railroad Street. Well, we'll see how far this goes. Well, as far as I can see, it's still paved. Right next to Highway 60. Well, unfortunately, I think we've come to the end of the line here. Yep, well, eventually it'll go through. So I guess we'll turn around and head back. What a beautiful ride this has been. Well, we made it back to the park. That is the ride from Deam Lake Road to New Pekin, Indiana. A little bit beyond, which is a nice surprise. I did end up finishing the last few miles with a front tire that was deflating, so it is what it is. I'll mess with it at home. I got it back here to the park and put on the carrier. And yeah, what a great ride. Ended up with 22.04 miles. Now you can probably take off, you know, a couple tenths for filming back and forth and whatnot. So it's definitely over 21 miles though. So I will say it's definitely worth coming out here and riding. Again, it's going to be hot, not a ton of shade. There is shade, but if you hit it on a real hot day like it ended up being the second half for us today, it'd be a little warm, but there are patches of shade up towards New Pekin and whatnot that you can stop and cool down. And don't be like me and forget your water bottle in the car. But anyway, yeah, great ride. Thank you for suggesting this ride. I'd have to look, but if you're watching this, you know who you are. And once they add more trail miles on here, I'm going to continue to come back out here. But yeah, definitely worth driving out here from Louisville or wherever, Indy even, and coming out here and riding. And each town outside of here does have little sections in their own communities up on your way towards Bedford following this rail line. So it'll be great when it's done from New Albany up. All right, until the next time, peace.